We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at Reign-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this is not something they want to see. George Kittle, such an important piece to the puzzle, is still down here. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. Man, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken from just outside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
A gain of 2.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 65 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 3. Steelers.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. throw on the quick slant going to be complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. Got a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy. Oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Javon Kinlaw on the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
On the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Going on the ground with Madison. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the...
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
57's the mark, not 57. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Number 83. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard
So
line.
2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. And
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Madison, the ball
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels.
Number 30.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
10 yards on the pickup.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They'll run it with Madison, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
22-yard line.
Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Looking to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Is good. That ties the game at 3-3.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all three will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Niners' 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a gain
creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the Steelers' 24-yard line.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll They'll look to throw again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
26-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape. As we look around the
second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Jaylen Samuels, the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They're going to try and throw, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 22.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards at a first. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is going to be 49er football.
The quarterback keeps it.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Alexander Madison, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a 49er first down.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you don't often see a lot of first down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yardage and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Hitting Juju on the slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. George Kittle and the Niners ready for their next drive. And the numbers show it. Low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has. And when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
George Kittle.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
The 35-yard line.
Here's Madison. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of...
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll look to throw now on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Quarterback sack.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Are you
you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's the backup Rudolph. Going right side here, and that's complete. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, they're clearly saving those.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Woo!